Right, I'm back. There we go. Hello, hello, hello. How are we doing? Thank you all for joining. Sorry I wasn't paying attention. I was just in Discord. I hope you're all okay. Mark, how are we doing, buddy? Good to see you. Green September. No, I don't think so. The US midterms, what is that, November? Might see us run up a bit, but I still think we're going to see a bit of downward action. Yeah, I think the US midterms is probably the last bullish thing we've got, and then it's just full-on bear market all the way, probably. My personal viewpoint, I could be right, I could be wrong. No one really knows. Complete guesswork. Old school Mick, yeah. That video that you kindly replied to, unfortunately, it's been banned. So I've appealed. So if you leave a comment on any other video, I'll hook you up in the Discord and we'll get chatting on there. So sorry about that. Coins Kids shouting 43% XRP rising 70% link push. It depends when that's going to happen. I mean, I think if that's kind of around the midterms in sort of October, November, I can see it possibly happening. We've seen some good price action already on some projects. But generally the market, I'm still overall bearish, but that might just be when it pops off. I think 17.5 was the bottom. We've got every chance of popping off to the upside. But I don't think it'll be obviously like a bull run. It will be just a breakout to the upside. You know, we are generally downward. There's no doubt about it. We're still in, still very much flirting with a level of support that I've been monitoring very, very closely on both the, you know, the daily, the 4-hourly, and the hourly. I'm just not bullish right now. I think the bear market needs to play out, and we'll just see what happens. I think it's very much a case of there's nothing bullish in the news. So it's just going to be sideways and down for a bit. And as I said, the midterms, we might start seeing some action to the upside. Wow, 112. Thanks, folks. I appreciate that. Keep smashing those likes and we'll see if we can get the numbers up. We're going to drop today to 18.9. We could do, yeah, if we lose this support, we will see 18.9, 19. I completely agree with that. If we lose this support. If we don't lose this support, then of course we're going to keep flirting with, is it 19.6? Yeah, 19.6. So I agree. If we lose this support, we will probably see 19. Straight in with the questions. Cryptopsychosis, how are we doing, bud? What got banned? It's just one of my videos got taken down. Community guidelines. It happens all the time. I've put an appeal in. There's nothing bad about it. It's just information on how to research. So I don't think it does break any community guidelines. It's kind of encouraging research and education. So we'll see. It's on YouTube now anyway. So if anyone wants to go and watch that, link in the bio to YouTube. It's up on there. I am going to start focusing more on YouTube as well. I've almost got it sorted how to go live on YouTube and show my screen, because I'd really like to sort of share charts and things that I look at and how basic my TA is. And sort of show the sites that I'm looking at when I talk to you about things and where I go to see things. I think that's going to be really sort of an improvement to the lives. Nashi, how are you doing, buddy? Thank you for the link to Facebook. I think my wife checked it out. Of course, I'm not really going to use my own Facebook. What month did I start buying crypto? That was in July last year. So right near the top of the bull run. Enjoy the bear, baby. Yeah. This is my first bear market. It could be an inverted hammer on the weekly, depending on the close. Let's have a look at the weekly, and I'll see if I can work out what an inverted hammer is. Okay, I see what you mean. The shape is there. I kind of understand what a weekly hammer might look like. I'm not, I am self-taught TA, so I know how to find support, resistance, and draw a trend line, how to read the EMAs, but I don't do all the formations. That's kind of a bit too tradery for me. Thank you for sharing the live, old school Mick. I appreciate that, buddy. IYG, welcome to the live. I am very well. How are you? Adi Voice, how are we doing, buddy? Good to see you. Have I heard of Ergo? I have heard of it, but I've never looked at it. So let's take the opportunity to have a look at it now. So Ergo, quite a low supply. Maximum supply of 1 million, 33% in supply. Market cap 144 million, fully diluted 444 million. Launched in 2017, so it's already survived the bear market. 2 very strong bull runs, very strong. The high in last year's bull run wasn't as high as the previous bull run, but it was pretty much there. There was only one spike in the 2017 bull run higher than last year's, which is encouraging. What does Ergo do? Efficient, secure, easy way to implement financial contracts. A self-amendable protocol. Well, that's pretty cool. I've never heard of that use case before. So I've heard of it, never researched it, but it has got an interesting use case. Nice token supply, relatively decent market cap. Been in a bear market and survived 2 bull runs and performed really well. So I think that's certainly worthy of note and research, at least in my opinion. Download a candle cheat sheet, print it out, and put it next to your screen to help me along. That's a. Do you know what? The simplest ideas are the best. Manny, that's a brilliant idea, and I will do that. Thank you very much. Thank you for the cap, whoever that was. That's absolutely amazing. Thank you. I'm just going to get down to the messages now. Happy user, how are we doing, buddy? Good to see you. Do I think this recession will bring crypto down more than 25%? For me personally, I don't know what to make of it. Crypto's never seen a recession, ever. And it's odd because a traditional low in a bear market's been 85 to 90% of all-time highs in that year. So we would expect to see Bitcoin at 10 to 12K. Now, I know that the market grew an awful lot in the last 3-4 years, so the all-time low might not be as low as that. But I would certainly expect lower than where we are. We've bounced off 17.5, but that seems a bit too high compared to 10 or 12K. It's possible we could see lower. Could we see 25% off where we are down to 15K? I think we possibly could. Macroeconomics are really weak right now. Recession, inflation, interest rates, all against investment right now. So we could see 25%, certainly. Could see a lot more. Nashi, thank you for the weights, buddy. I appreciate that. Cookies, chips, thank you very, very much. I appreciate all the love. Thank you, people. Rightly or wrongly, I went all in on quant. Happy user, I cannot blame you. I am incredibly bullish on quant. I don't personally, that my own personal preference is not to go all in. Is to diversify. But fair play. If you're bullish on it and you want to go all in, I do believe in quant, and I really hope we're both right. Fair play. That takes guts. What's going to be the coin to own? What is going to be the one? XRP. I do like XRP. I do have a bag of XRP, and I expect it to perform really well once the SEC lawsuit's done and dusted, whenever that might be. For me personally, there are lots and lots of projects that are prospectively very good. I'm expecting Polkadot to come back very, very strongly. I would hope quite a few of its projects in its parachains will do very, very well as well. Remembering in the last bull run that really we did not see Polkadot's ecosystem build, and it is now building. So I expect Polkadot to really take off. But I would expect either a new project that was launched late 2021, early 2022, or a brand new small cap coin to take off. My bets, I've got quite a lot betting on Moonbeam. I think Moonbeam's going to do really well. I've started getting more Moonriver as well. These are my personal buys, not financial advice. So you take these with a pinch of salt, do your own research, etc., etc. But yeah, I've got a few coins I'm really bullish on. I think as a low cap, Rubik, which is a fantastic cross-chain DEX swap system. It is only $10 or $11 million market cap. If it survives the bear market, it's got great potential. It's one of the best cross-chain swaps I've seen. Very, very good. Can I say the important days in September that can move the market? There aren't really that many. We're waiting for, as always, kind of inflationary announcements are going to be key for August. Once they're announced in September, they're going to be pretty key. We want to see a stable inflation figure or a reducing inflationary figure. Hopefully, that's both in the UK, Euro, and US. Ideally we need those to stop going up. But really, I think the next big date is probably, you've got the midterms in the US, and then we've also got an XRP date. I think it's November. So we'll see. Do I think this recession will bring crypto down on 25%? I've done that one. Will Crow see the same success as Binance? If you're talking about market cap, I believe in the long term, personally, I really like Crow. And I've compared the market caps of where Binance is now to where Crow could get to. Binance is huge, make no mistake about it, and it will take time for Crow to get to that current market cap. Will it flip Binance? I don't know. It will take a long time if it does. But personally, and I've done the maths. If it gets to Binance's market cap, it's a $2 or $3 coin, depending on whereabouts in the bull run we are. But yeah, it's got great potential, Crow. I still love it. I think it's still a fantastic exchange. Thank you for the chocolate chip cookie. I appreciate that. Problem with crypto is it's new, so historical data is limited. Absolutely. As I said, in terms of recessions, we haven't had one for a few decades now. So there is absolutely no recession data to compare for crypto. What's my views on Axie Infinity? Do I think it would ever go back to all-time high? Personally, no. I think Axie Infinity had the advantage of being the first half-decent play to earn to market, and therefore it captured the market. There are much better playable play to earn games out there. Play to earn was also a fad, but it will be a long surviving fad. I just don't think it will be as big as it was. And I think playable games, there will be better out there. A lot of games now releasing with Unreal Engine, AAA graphics that will just destroy Axie. Things like Illuvium. Was it pool weather in the Midlands today? No, it wasn't. It's been quite warm, but quite overcast. Algo, really, really bullish on Algo. Great use cases. CRP is like Marmite. You either love it or hate it. CRP. Is that Krypton? Or typo, XRP. Yeah, okay. What coin would I say is the best? My absolute favorite project is Quant, without a doubt. I love Quant, I love ISO and finance projects because they'll be the first to be regulated and centralized to a degree. And that's going to happen for mainstream adoption. So I'm quite bullish on that. Akala, what the heck's going on? They had a stablecoin issue in one of their pools. $1.2 billion was minted by a hacker in one of their pools. They have retrieved most of it, but enough damage has been done to the stablecoin to cause a knock-on effect. I would say that Akala, price-wise, is only slightly worse off than the rest of the market. It's actually fared up fairly well against the fact that it's had this issue with these stablecoins. If you follow Akala on Twitter or anywhere else in their Discord or Telegram, they keep you regularly updated. They are waiting for governance votes to be made as to what to do about the remaining. There is some missing, but it's a fraction of what was minted. So there is going to be some unrecoverable amounts. But Akala have got deep pockets. We got to remember, in the parachain auctions, they were funded 32.5 million Polkadot. So they have got deep pockets, and they can probably take this hit once, maybe even twice, before it really kills it. So I still really like Akala and its use case and the team, but my confidence has been hit. It's going to be. I mean, we've had an issue. This is the problem. Even though Polkadot is very, very secure, the parachains, as soon as you bring in any kind of integration, the integration is a weakness. And it appears that it was an integrational weakness that was exploited. Dev Random, I appreciate that, buddy. Thank you. Obviously satirical. Do you expect to move up tonight for the weekly close? Looking at it at the moment, I do think we've got green. We could see a slight. We don't need a lot to. If we can just maintain this position, we'll close green, which is great. And for opening trading tomorrow, then the real story comes out. And the weekends are always dodgy. I don't like predicting what's going to happen on a Sunday because you never know what's going to happen on the Monday. Can I ask how my wife thinks about crypto and you spending your money on it? To be fair, my wife is okay with crypto. She kind of gets it. If it plays out, she'll be really happy. She gets it. It's a play to try and make us, some kind of wealth, some kind of capital behind us. And I'm quite fortunate in the fact that after DCAing for a few months last year, I don't put my own money into it anymore. So our wages do not get spent on crypto at the moment. We originally DCA'd in using disposable income that we could afford to lose if it all went wrong, which is the way it should be done, in my opinion. Obviously it's risky. But yeah, at the moment, I'm just using crypto profits to feed crypto investments. So she's cool about it as long as that's okay. Thank you for the wishing bottle, Crypto Psychosis. I appreciate that. XRP is the 15th of November. That's the one. Do I think Crow will hit £10? No. If you do the tokenomics on it, £10 is too much for Crow. Crow right now is 10 pence. So you're talking about a 1000x. 1000x on the market cap as it is will be, I don't know what, 3 trillion on its own. So unless it's going to stick around for 15 to 20 years, I don't think it's going to get to 10 pounds. My most realistic expectation is, let's say it gets to a market cap of about 100 billion in 5 to 10 years, which is sizable. I'm quite bullish that could happen because of adoption and marketing and how bullish they are with their marketing. That's a 30x, so $3, sort of £2.60 ish. I don't see 100. I don't see £10 on it. Do I think Link will hit 100 in the next bull run? Seems like it was suppressed. Link is quality. I'm sure it will survive the bear market. I don't really make predictions on Link, so I'm not that great on it. I will be accumulating some during this bear market. All-time high was just over $50, kind of like the same level price-wise as Polkadot, although they had different market caps. Chainlink's tokenomics are slightly better. So if Chainlink hits $100, it's going to be about 100 billion valuation. So I think probably somewhere between $50 and $75 in the next bull run is probably realistic. Do I think Shiba will lose one more zero? No, is my honest answer. Not in its current state. It will need to do a lot of development and real world use case to survive long enough to get to that valuation. So yeah, a 10x from where we are will be hard work. Trust Gilbert Verdian, yeah, absolutely. Matic is quality. Love XRP and XLM and HBAR with a little ETH and Bitcoin thrown in. Lee Smith, I think that's quality. What's my thoughts on AVAX? I think AVAX is a great solution to the Ethereum problem. 3 chains is something that makes it easy and fast. Easy for the developers, fast for us, and relatively cheap as well. Relatively being operative workers. Once AVAX price goes up, it does become expensive to do transactions on there. Not as expensive as ETH, but more than other networks like Matic. But yeah, AVAX just needs some quality dApps on it. Last year, it suffered a lot with rug pulls and scams. I mean, Time Wonderland, classic example, had a lot of Ponzi's on it. We need to get rid of that. Phil, how are we doing, buddy? Kentucky, USA. I hope you're very, very well. Thoughts on Flow? I haven't really researched Flow yet, to be fair, so I wouldn't be able to comment. at all. Any chance for Luna C to reach $1? To be fair, it in the future it probably could, but personally, I'm not putting a dime into Luna projects ever again. I think once they've lost trust, they should lose your money. Does Carno have possibility of hitting $11 in the next bull run? Cardano, let's have a look. Obviously, a beast of a network, and they are a lot more proactive at the moment than they were last year. So Cardano all-time high, $3. Does it have a possibility of hitting $11? So you look at the 4x of all-time high. $3 on that supply takes you to 102 billion. Yeah, I mean, you're looking at a 400 billion market cap at the moment to make that happen. I don't see it being that strong in the next bull run. I think it'll do well, just that's a big, big jump. You're talking about a 22x on something that's already worth billions of dollars. So when I did a video on this recently, actually, with regards to investing in quality projects that will give you profit, 5 or 10x because of this bear market and how badly some of it's been hit. Adversely to researching and trying to find those low cap gems that are going to pop up 50 or 100x much easier. Yeah, the wife's quite supportive as long as I'm not a dick. If you handed me 2K for that buy, would gross in 3 days, what would it be? I've no idea. I don't do short-term investments or trading. I mean, I would probably stick it in something quality, and at the moment, it would probably go down. So yeah, no guaranteed returns here. Filecoin is quality. I think it'll probably survive the bear market, and it will probably perform very, very well for the next bull run. What's the best wallet to get and how hard is it to use? It depends what you're using it for, Mike. To be fair, it depends whether you've got a hard wallet, a software wallet, and whether it's a hot or a cold wallet. Lots of them have got different uses. Personally, I really like using MetaMask for my kind of hot wallets, so stuff that I transact regularly. And in terms of cold wallets, stuff that I want to store away safe, something like the Ledger or the Trezor is probably a decent shout, although there are lots of others. Solana, for me, I'm not a fan of Solana. I think it's trash. It's unreliable and it's weak. Unless they make the system improvements, I don't see Solana being around in a few years. Best guess XDC bull run price. XDC is one for me that I am bullish on. It's ISO. It's got a lot going for it, but it's going to be like corporate use case. Now, again, previous bull run high was like 18, 19 cents. So it's been hit quite hard. It's like down 85%-ish. So it's been hit quite hard. I do think it will still be around. It'll be solid. I would, with ISO kicking in, we don't know how much business they're going to win. I'm probably going to say previous all-time high plus 50%. That's going to be one of my standard responses at the moment. Just previous all-time high and 50% if it's a good project. It's not unrealistic to expect that. I think that with the next bull run in late 2024, early 2025, the next bull run could be a beast with recession. Coming out of recession just before, so it could be really interesting. And I think XDC with ISO adoption will fly anyway. So yeah, I mean, I don't know, high 20 cents, maybe even 30 cents. DCA Quant onto my ledger. I think that's good. Dot or Atom. For me personally, I love Polkadot. I bought lots and lots of Polkadot. It's actually my biggest holding in terms of pounds and pence. Although I'm most bullish about the quant use case, I hold a lot of Dot. Atom is still quality though, a brilliant layer 0. But I just haven't invested in that yet. But I am going to be accumulating Cosmos Atom. Gala next bull run price, absolutely no idea. Gala for me is good at what it does. But in terms of price action, I would probably do the standard thing that I'm going to start doing to everyone who asks. Next bull run is probably late 2024, early 2025. Absolutely no idea. Take the previous all-time high and stick on 50% if it's still around and still good. That's, to about $1, $1.05. Who knows? Absolutely no idea. I mean, if people want me to guess, I'll guess, but that's my rationale for the figure I come out with. Happy user, if you've gone all in on quant, I'll look after your seed phrase, my friend. Where do I see quant being at the end of 2023? We'll have some CBDC testnets in place in the UK and I think Australia as well. I think we'll see the US making inroads with their solutions. We will then find out how much quant, and Ripple, and Electronium, hopefully, are all involved in these solutions. And then we'll see. I mean, ultimately for me, quant for me has to get to at least a $14.5 billion market cap. That makes quant $1,000. When we get there, then I'll be happy. Can I suggest any low cap crypto that can give you a 10x profit in the next bull run? I have put a video out there before about 3 that I'm confident enough to sort of say they're decent. And if they survive the bear market, I think they're quality and they could do just that. But I think anything that survives the bear market could give you that 10x in a bull run. You could literally throw money at anything in a bull run and it could 10x if you're early. So being here now in the bear market is the best place to be. But yeah, if you're going to buy now, you've got to be careful. Is it going to survive a bear market? I mean, no one knows what's going to survive. They really don't. Any good metaverse games and where can I play? I'm not really into the metaverse. There are a few games that are playable. Axie Infinity, of course, is one. There were a few that I liked last year when I was early to the game in crypto. Things like Binamon, Pokemon imitations, like tunnel run games. But they're pretty basic and rubbish, and they've just been killed, basically. What about Polkadot? Do you reckon it has a future, and how well could it perform? For me, Polkadot is my biggest play in pounds and pence. I'm most bullish about Quant, but Polkadot is pushing me. You got to think it did over $50 in the last bull run, and the ecosystem wasn't even active. So what happens when you get all the layer 1s and layer 2s that are now coming out on the parachains? Things like Affinity for Engine, things like Moonbeam, Moonriver, all these projects that are coming out onto the parachain, they're just going to absolutely fly. And Polkadot for me is going to be, it should be huge. I think in the next bull run, we're talking 2024, 2025, as I said, Bitcoin halving, coming out of recession, etc., blah, 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 not financial advice. I'm expecting Polkadot to do over $100, if not a lot more. I really, truly think Polkadot has the potential to be the next best Ethereum, better than Ethereum. But a lot of people say that about things they hold. They all think it's the best thing ever. Lots of crypto down 80%, so isn't that as low as it goes? No, traditionally in a bear market, you could see 85, 90, even 95%. So we could see a 7K Bitcoin, and we could see things down that much. A lot of altcoins are already down 90, 95%. I'm quite fortunate. I made quite decent purchases last year. I made some profit. And I've carried on DCAing when things are cheap. So my dollar cost averages come down. So I'm probably down, I worked it out earlier actually, I'm actually down less than I thought. I'm down about 55%. And I'm happy with that because I've held a lot. Polkadot, I was buying at $40 for the parachains. So you can imagine the hit I've taken on Polkadot alone. But that's tied up for 96 weeks. There's nothing I can do about that. What is a lot of DOT for me? A lot of DOT is basically about nearly, I don't know, what percentage of my portfolio is it? Let's have a look. It's 20. How much? Yeah, Polkadot's about 27% of my portfolio. It is sizable, the investment I've made in that. It's bigger than Quant, and Quant is my most bullish hold. ICP is the next biggest at the moment at 13%. and then Moonbeam at just under 10%. Spell quant, or is it a sign? You took a twangy accent. Sorry, I have got a bit of a Hobbit twinge. So yeah, ticker for quant is QNT. I think only 4 or 5 of the top current 15 will be in the top 15 in 2024. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, a lot of them will fade away, and this is the problem. It's putting your bets on the best ones. Not getting the notifications that I'm on. You always did before. I'll have a look at that, Liam. I'll see if that's something I've done. Evening, Jim. How are we doing, buddy? Right, I need to catch up on some of these. Polkadot's gone from £40 to £6. That's not bad. As a percentage, it's a lot better than a lot of altcoins at the moment. Have I looked at Leaf Zero? No. True Wealth is made in a bear market. I couldn't agree more. How many bears should I buy? I'm sure Dot and Link will 10x with the price they are just now. Yeah, a 10x would put them back up to higher to where they've been before. So they're not even 85% down yet. They're close, but they're not there yet. Interesting that only 2 coins have reached 4 figures. It's a lot to do with the tokenomics as well, to be fair, mate. I mean, you got to be 4 figures? What about Yield Finance? They've been 10 or 11,000 recently. They've been up as high as 80. There's been a lot of other coins that are over 10k in price. Or do you mean at the moment? Let's have a look. Price-wise at the moment. So we've got a lot of tokens over 10k. So 5 figures. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the cheapest ones. So things that you should know of or might know of. DFI money is just about $1,000. Algo Mint, Pax Gold, that's $1,700. If we're talking 5 figures, so $10,000 plus, Yearn Finance has been there, although it's not at the moment. Mirrored Bitcoin, Huobi BTC, that's Huobi's version of Bitcoin. Algo Mint, that's another BTC project. Come on. Yeah, there are quite a few that are higher than that, but it's all to do with tokenomics. And the market cap is more relevant than the price. And I would always sort of remind people of that. The token price is what attracts you, but you have to start thinking in market cap because that's where the value is. Don't Dot have a project together with Atom? I think they do. I think you're right. Polkadot and Atom partner. Yeah, I don't know what it is, to be fair, but I think you're right. I think they have collabed on some things before. ETH proof of stake is done in 2 stages. So the first part is done on the 6th, and I think it's like the migration's done between the 10th and the 20th. So the 15th is like a guesswork of when they'll complete it, but they've allowed 10 days, not 5. So the actual initial switch is flicked on the 6th, I think, which starts the process. And then there's another part to the process that will complete between the 10th and the 20th. So the 15th, I think, is just an approximation that they've given. Quant went from over 300 to 38. This is it. This is a bear market, and this is typical. 85 to 90% down in a bear market is normal. But altcoins have really bled hard this year. Bitcoin is not down that far yet. Did I lose out on XRP? Yes, I am down on XRP. My entire portfolio is down on average 55-60%. XRP, I was buying at over $1 at one point. I started in crypto in July last year, so I was buying bull run prices, and I've been bringing it down since, but I don't buy XRP anymore. Your bag of one is down 95%, but still fairly confident in it. Harmony One is quality. It's had its issues and a bit of FUD recently. It was one that I was going to accumulate, but to be fair, I've now got other preferences. But I don't blame you for liking one. It's decent. Yeah, Mark, absolutely. And this is another video that I wanted to put out that got taken down. There is the point about taking profits. It's one of the biggest and hardest lessons in crypto. Taking profits is critical. Whether that's literally taking a profit away and leaving your original investment in, or pulling out your original investment so that everything else is house money. It's up to you how you play it and what your strategy is. But yeah, take profit is big lesson. Crypto not moving for months, big flat line. I agree. A lot of volatility, but generally on average a flat line, if not down a little bit more. Sorry folks, I'm just going to quickly scan through the comments. Akala, I love Akala's use case, but we have had that AUSD hack and mint problem, so it's really weak. Good time to stake Crow. I think if you're going to stake Crow, I would do it now, not in a bear market like I did, so that you're trapped and you can't cash out. Because Crow really are strict. You cannot take that out for 6 months. So you're stuck. So if I was going to do it, I would do it in a bear market. I actually staked it at a bull run when it was like literally 70 cents. Crazy. And you know, even if I cashed it in now, I'm 7 times down. Why don't I buy XRP now? I just think there's better ROIs to be had out there. I do expect XRP to make me decent profit, but I'm going to cash out and it'll give me, you know, between $5 and $10, it'll give me a 5x or more, 5 to 10x. Whereas if I invest in other projects, I'm going to see far better returns. Jupiter, I do like Jupiter, but I do call it a VC coin. It dumps really bad in bull runs, so it will run up. VCs and institutions now will be accumulating Jupiter, just like in the last bull run. We saw it happen the other day. It ran up 25% because institutions or VCs have bought into it. In the bull run, it'll run because it's a quality project. It'll be, you know, marketed severely, and then they'll dump it. So yes, I like it, but because it's something you can make money on. It's not. I don't think it's going to be around forever. Phantom's messed up. I do like Phantom, but I agree the FUD's really damaged it. It needs some good projects to get back into the market. It needs some good dApps. Do I see Crow going any lower? Yes. If the market goes lower, Crow will follow it. Pump and dump. Yeah, in effect, yeah. But it's a pump and dump with enough utility to survive. That's why the VCs are playing with it. Right then, folks, I am going to wind it up there. So hopefully next time you see me live, we will be doing a dual stream. I'll be on YouTube live and I'll be on TikTok. So if you don't follow me here already, do it. If you don't follow me on YouTube yet, which most of you don't, find the link in my bio. Join me on YouTube as well. I'll be doing a lot more content there because TikTok are really clamping down, especially on Cryptoppers. So thank you for the GGs. Appreciate that, buddy. IYG, always a pleasure to have you in, buddy. But yeah, absolutely start streaming on YouTube, get that up, and we're more free. We're freer to do what we want to do there. Thank you for the rose, Sakib. Appreciate that, buddy. Catch you all soon. Remember, like and follow here, and go and check out YouTube and subscribe there as well. We'll be doing a lot more there. Cheers, people.